Hello and welcome to the Sharp Psych. Do you often feel trapped by fear and unable to navigate social situations easily? If so, you're not alone. Social anxiety affects countless individuals, but the good news is that it's not a life sentence. This video will explore practical tips to help you break free from fear and overcome social anxiety. But first, remember to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified of any new video that could help you. Also, check out the links in the descriptions for my best recommendations. So, if you're ready to take the first step toward a more fulfilling life, stick around to the end of the video, and let's get started. We all hear the term social anxiety, but if I tell you to define it, it's not that easy. That is why I chose this first part to introduce this condition briefly. Social phobia, which is another term used for the same condition, is a mental health condition characterized by a persistent fear of social situations. The patients experience intense anxiety and self-consciousness in social situations, particularly those involving unfamiliar people or concerns, or where they may be scrutinized or judged. Now, with what you know about this disorder, I ask you, do you think social anxiety impacts someone's life? I'd like to hear your answers in the comment section below. Pause the video and let us know what you think. Anyway, for those who answered no, I'm sorry to tell you that social anxiety can make it very difficult to carry out daily tasks, such as going to work or school and participating in social activities. Individuals suffering from this may experience intense fear and discomfort in social situations, leading to avoidance or withdrawal from social interactions. This can lead to isolation, loneliness, and depression. Also, it can affect one's ability to form and maintain relationships, further exacerbating feelings of isolation and loneliness. After hearing about the destructive impact of social anxiety, you perhaps would like to know how it happens. Well, this disorder is caused by a variety of factors. Some of the main ones include: first, we have genetics. Social anxiety disorder has been found to have a genetic component, with heritability rates ranging from 30 to 50%. Individuals from a family with social anxiety are more likely to develop social anxiety. Second, childhood experiences. Traumatic or negative experiences during childhood, such as bullying, abuse, or social rejection, can contribute to social anxiety later in life. Some people can contract social anxiety due to unusual brain functioning. Studies have found differences in the brain structure and functioning of individuals with social anxiety, particularly in areas related to fear and anxiety. And also, environmental factors such as stressful life events, poverty, and lack of social support can lead to developing social anxiety. Finally, which is an unusual but perilous cause, cultural factors. Daily news shows that expectations can also play a role in developing social anxiety. For example, cultures that place a high value on social harmony and conformity may be more likely to have individuals with social anxiety. For anyone wondering whether they're suffering from this condition, or if it's stress that we all get from time to time, here are some common signs of social anxiety, although the symptoms can vary from person to person. So one of the common symptoms is excessive self-consciousness. People with social anxiety often feel as all eyes are on them, and they worry that they will say or do something embarrassing or inappropriate. This can lead to a sense of self-awareness, which can be incredibly uncomfortable. Another common symptom is avoidance behavior. People often go out of the way to avoid situations that make them anxious or uncomfortable. This can include anything from social events to public speaking engagements. Avoidance behavior can be incredibly limiting and significantly impact a person's quality of life. Physical symptoms are also familiar with social anxiety. These include sweating, shaking, trembling, and blushing. These physical symptoms can be incredibly uncomfortable and make social situations even more challenging. Other symptoms can include difficulty making eye contact, fear of judgment or criticism, and a fear of rejection. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a psychotherapy proven effective in treating social anxiety disorder. CBT aims to change negative thought patterns and behaviors that contribute to anxiety. Here are some CBT techniques that can be used to manage social anxiety. Cognitive restructuring. This technique involves identifying and changing negative thought patterns contributing to stress. For example, someone with social anxiety may think, "People are judging me," or "I'm going to embarrass myself." Cognitive restructuring involves challenging and replacing these thoughts with more positive and realistic ones. Second, exposure therapy. This CBT technique is often used to treat social anxiety. It involves gradually exposing the individual to the situations or stimuli that trigger their stress in a controlled and safe environment. Exposure therapy aims to help individuals manage their anxiety and develop new coping strategies. Exposure therapy works by desensitizing the individual to the triggers of their anxiety. By gradually exposing them to situations that make them anxious, they can learn to tolerate and overcome the pressure. This is done step by step, starting with less anxiety-provoking cases and gradually building up to more challenging ones. For example, someone with social anxiety may start by practicing making eye contact with a friend or family member. Once they feel comfortable, they may move on to more challenging situations, such as making small talk with a stranger. Over time, as they become more comfortable with each case, their anxiety will decrease, and they will feel more confident in social situations. Next, we have behavioral activation. This technique involves engaging in activities that bring pleasure and a sense of accomplishment. This can help to reduce feelings of social isolation and improve mood. Another treatment is social skills training. Social skills training teaches individuals with social anxiety new skills for interacting with others. This can include assertiveness training, practical communication, and active listening skills. Social anxiety is a common mental health condition that can make social problems overwhelming and uncomfortable. However, many methods can be used to manage anxiety in social situations. Here are some tips. Challenge negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can contribute to feelings of anxiety. Individuals can reduce their stress by challenging negative thoughts and replacing them with more positive and realistic ones. For example, instead of thinking, "everyone is judging me," try thinking, "I'm doing my best, and that's all that matters." Use positive self-talk. Positive self-talk can help to boost confidence and reduce anxiety. Before and during social situations, try telling yourself, "I can do this," and "I am capable." These positive affirmations make a difference. Prepare in advance. Preparing for social situations can help reduce anxiety. This can include practicing conversation starters, choosing an outfit in advance, and planning how to manage stress during the event. Take small steps. Taking small steps is critical when managing social anxiety. This can include setting achievable goals, such as attending a social event for a short period, and gradually building up to more challenging situations. Seek support. Getting help from a therapist, support group, or trusted friend or family member is always recommended. They can provide encouragement, guidance, and a listening ear during difficult times. Role-playing scenarios can be a helpful way to establish practical social skills and cope with social anxiety. Here are some examples of role-playing scenarios. Small talk. I know that this can be challenging for individuals with social anxiety, but to practice small talk, you can role-play a conversation with a friend or family member. The conversation can start with a simple greeting and move on to topics such as the weather, current events, or hobbies. By practicing small talk, individuals can feel more confident and comfortable in social situations. Assertiveness. This social skill can help individuals effectively communicate their needs and boundaries. To practice assertiveness, individuals can role-play a scenario where they must share a limit or assert themselves in a social situation. For example, they can practice saying no to a request or setting boundaries with a friend or family member. Active listening. Active listening is an essential social skill involving attention to what others say and responding appropriately. To practice active listening, individuals can role-play a conversation with a friend or family member. They can practice asking open-ended questions, paraphrasing the other person's words, and responding empathetically. Finally, we have conflict resolution. First, conflicts are part of social interactions, but it can be challenging for individuals with social anxiety. To practice conflict resolution, individuals can role-play a scenario where they must resolve a conflict with a friend or family member. They can practice using I statements, active listening, and compromise to resolve the conflict positively. In the end, remember that you're not alone in your struggle and that overcoming social anxiety is a process that takes time and effort. But with the right mindset, tools, and support, freeing yourself from the shackles of fear and enjoying social interactions without feeling overwhelmed is possible. Thank you for making it this far. We hope this video has given you valuable insights into coping with this condition. Stay safe and see you in the following video.